Hi, everybody. Welcome to Muse TV. We have a very awesome guest today, Tash Neal. How's it going, man?
Yeah, it's going great, man. I'm thrilled to be with you virtually.
Yeah, exactly. We have to do what we have to do nowadays, but something ain't right. The music video came out last week. How does it feel to have that come out? Because it's such an impactful song and an impactful message for what's going on today.
I'm thrilled. Me and my brother worked on it and conceived of it. Been waiting to get it out to people. We felt that this was the year to put out the message and put out this specific kind of video and be as direct as possible. I think this is the time to be direct, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. So how did the song come about? What was it that really inspired you to get this message out?
Yeah, I was oftentimes when I'm writing songs, I've got my acoustic guitar with me and I'll be watching TV. And this happened to be when Philando Castile was murdered by the police. And it was, one thing after the other. And it was just kind of like, got very, very, very sick of it. And started just writing the song. And I was upset and I didn't want to directly be too direct, but at the same time, give a sort of general overview of why it's hurtful to dismiss humanity and all of this and why it's illogical to do so, given the history.
Exactly. And that's the one thing, like when I was dissecting the song, and just for me, I was listening to your guitar, and I'm just like, it reminds me of 70s songs. Has that Curtis Mayfield to the back of it, some Sly and the Family Stone type of sound feel to it. Were those some of your inspirations into the sound, in developing the sound for the song?
It's funny. I mean, those are just huge inspirations in general to my life. I remember when I got, this is when I had the CD player Walkman, folks, okay? When you had the shock protector and you couldn't move too fast because your CD would skip. Okay, so I had the best stuff. I remember sitting on a bus, the M96 bus, listening to Sly and that blowing my mind. So they're always gonna influence everything I do. But the interesting thing with this song, like I was really sad at the time, crying, playing guitar, but I didn't want to play a ballad. I didn't want to be slow with it. And I wasn't thinking about Sly or anything, but the riff, that was all on the acoustic guitar that I had. I have the demo of it. It's just that riff on the acoustic guitar and the chords throughout the rest of the song. But yeah, no, I wanted to keep it a simple riff, and I don't have many songs like that. So it was kind of cool and different. It's definitely, I think, one of the most different songs I got on this record.
Yeah. And what is it like being, now you're on your own now, you're no longer with the London Soul. What is it like to be on your own and to be developing songs for yourself now, not for as a group?
Yeah, it's cool. It's like, me and Chris, the other member of the London Souls, we both started off as songwriters. That's kind of how we gravitated to each other. So we kind of were both on our own writing songs regardless, and we came together and made records as well and collaborated. But it's, so in that way, it's very much the same. It's different in that, I'm playing with different band now. This band of three brothers, and you'll see some footage of them pretty soon. We've got some more music coming out, so you'll check it out. But yeah, I'm very excited about it. They've got a new energy, a new blood, so it's exciting. I've got material. It's just a different kind of departure surrounded by a new energy with the group. So I'm excited for people to hear that approach. Very much coming off of the energy of a record that sounds like something ain't right, and the rest of the records to come.
Cool. And what does it feel like where, like nowadays, since we can't play shows and live venues and you really get a feedback and see directly from people what your songs are doing? What has it been like to try and like get a feedback from people and see if it's really touching them or not?
Well, that's funny. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, remember shows? Like, remember when you would like go to a sound check and then people would be in front and they would be like, we like this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's great. So it's weird. I mean, I try not to think about it too much because this is so out of our hands, this entire situation. But I certainly, and I read a lot about, my friends, all my friends are artists and musicians, and I read what they're saying, and everybody misses it, and I miss the camaraderie. But I'm a bit of a loner anyway, so this isn't the worst thing in the world for me. But so no, and I can just write on my own. I've been writing, but no, I mean, I love. There's nothing like touching people in person musically, and seeing that gratitude and gratification that they get from it means a lot. And it does feed your soul as a musician and artist when you know that you are contributing to someone's energy. A friend of mine, Adam Deitch, great drummer, just posted something about how, musicians are healers, and we have to kind of come to the step to the arena as such, and always keep that in mind. Don't be so caught up with your own stuff. Just understand that you're there to serve the greater good. Yeah.
And with that, are we gonna see a drop of an album pretty soon? And is that all coming out? Is that because I think right now is the time we need music right now more than ever.
Man, I gotta tell you, I'm so excited that there is some music coming out. We've got an album coming out in a bit, but I'm gonna put some songs out in the meantime. So keep your eyes peeled, and a couple of videos. So yeah, you'll see the new band. I'm really pumped about it. I'm really excited about how everything kind of came out. And so yeah, so keep your eyes peeled, man, for sure.
Very cool. And wanted to talk a little bit about guitars as well with you, because you're a guitarist, I'm a guitarist. It's a part of you. What kind of guitar do you like using, and what has been your go-to so far lately?
Wow. Okay, well, it depends on the situation. Like, if you're in touring mode, you've got your like warrior guitars with you that can withstand the heat, withstand the trouble, the fight of being on tour. Then you've got sort of like, your collector, kind of your very special guitars you can't, you don't want those to break ever because they mean so much. And recently I've been playing lighter guitars because I had a back thing. So, and I love the neck of it. Growing up, my dream guitar was a Gibson ES335, the cherry red, Chuck Berry style. But I'd sung Back to the Future too, like Michael J. Fox comes through. You know what I'm saying? It's a good look. So I always wanted one, and that was my guitar as a kid. So I played that probably. I put in the most hours on that specific kind of guitar. The acoustic I have is a nylon string acoustic because I started on classical guitar. So, and that's the one I've written everything really on. I mean, every song I've released, really, the majority, I would say 90% on that specific guitar. And it's a Takamine, which I didn't really know was my first guitar of the kind. And something about the wood that the guitar is made of is so explosive the way it sounds. It's bizarre because it's like a classical guitar, but it sounds like a rock guitar on its own. I love it. So it's always inspiring. What do you play?
I have a Fender Telecaster right now and a Stratocaster because I'm a lefty. I'm that oddball lefty that you really don't have that much of a selection. So you go to what you could go to. There you go.
My brother, it's you, Paul McCartney, and Jimi Hendrix, man. That's not bad company.
It's not bad company, but I wish I was as good as that.
Listen, you might be. You might be.
Oh, trust me. There's only a 3-chord progression only goes so far.
Listen, that's also true. That's a fact.
Yeah. So,
but the funny thing about guitars, I gotta say this: there is a difference between like when you're having the songwriting kind of vibe and you just kind of want to fly. You're kind of soloing it and speaking your spirit, which is a different kind of way I love to play guitar. That's kind of a more healing to myself. It's a spiritual way to express a little bit, and it's therapeutic, I would say too.
I definitely agree with you on that, because sometimes after a long day of work, I'll pick up my guitar and just jam, just to play, and and it really does relax you and it makes you feel better. And sometimes it makes you think outside of the box a little bit more about where to go and how to feel. That's why I'm really so pro, and like right now we need new music. We need it now really, really badly, because with everything that's going on, I think it definitely is a healing method for many people.
Absolutely. And I agree with that sentiment.
Mhm.
I think people have the time a little bit
Yeah,
to listen to music, and
exactly.
I think they can really kind of dig in.
Hmm.
And I also think, obviously, like you said, everything everyone's going through, I think everybody needs a little bit of relating to each other.
Right.
You know, I
I
think,
agree.
and music is the way.
Uh-huh.
Music is the best way.
I
Yeah.
agree. Completely agree with you. How can people find you here at Muse TV in order to follow your music, in order to see what's new coming up? Also, if you have any live streaming shows coming up, or you have any thoughts on that yet?
Yeah, I do. I actually, for my own kind of just keeping my own musical chops together and kind of
Mhm.
exploring tunes and songs that I love but never really learned specifically on the guitar, never did my own arrangement of them. So I started doing a weekly thing on Facebook, like at my own streaming thing. This is way early on,
Mhm.
and like I love doing it. It's great. It's fun. Some of the themes, little theme nights. Did Stevie Wonder 1 week, 2 weeks.
Sure.
We do a lot of things. I'm also on the Instagram at Tash Neal, Tash_Neal. I'm active on that. I just got into that. I love posting stuff. I like to play guitar through that as well. Just to share a little bit of music with people. So yeah, keep an eye out on those for sure.
Definitely, man. Hey, thank you so much for stopping with us. We really appreciate it. We're looking forward to, once we get everything back open again, to have you in the studio to talk more about your music and hear you play some songs. So you're always welcome to come into Muse TV and perform or try something out with us.
Very appreciative, man. I can't wait till this is over and do this in person, play some music.
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, thank you so much, Tash. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man.